right, moving right along.
Moving right along, we've got a great treat for you. We've got a wonderful actor in the house with us tonight. This gentleman has been on the heavily acclaimed series Oz on HBO. He's done numerous other film appearances. He's actually got something current out right now, but he's going to tell you about it. We've got with us tonight Jose Hernandez Jr. Please welcome him.
Jose, how are you, buddy?
I'm great, Johnny. How are you?
Finally got you here.
You know, it took a little doing, but I'm here.
That's right. Actually, last week was actually the taping of this show. We all got the blizzard.
Ugh.
What was that, February 25th? And then it took a week to get the show back together, and thank God everybody made it tonight.
Yeah, thank God.
And Mother Nature held up her end of the bargain, so we're all here.
And you told me it was going to snow. You did. You predicted it. I was like, no.
I tell you, as long as I've been alive, man, two things that I know is just winter. Well, I know when it's going to hit, and it's going to hit hard, and I knew it was going to hit that day. And I said, Johnny, I want to be there for you, but I don't think you're even going to get in the studio. And, you know, came down to it. We got, what, 2.5 feet for everybody?
And you know what? You're from out of town. Lisa's from out of town. We have Diverse from out of town. You know, so it was a little bit of a trip for everybody. Yeah. It would never worked.
Yeah, yeah.
So now listen, let's get down to you. Where were you originally from?
I'm from a little town called Paterson, New Jersey. I don't know if anybody knows who Lou Costello, the famous comedian. I'm sure probably the young man who was here earlier would know. Lou Costello, half of the Bud Abbott and Lou Costello team. That's his birthplace, so I'm just happy to be from there as well. So hopefully I'll be the next big thing out of Paterson.
I hope so, buddy.
So when you were a little boy, did you dream about being an actor?
Oh, no.
No?
No. I thought about little Hot Wheels cars. I thought about tag. I thought about all that fun stuff that kids do, but never that far ahead. Nope, not at all. I mean, I figured, hey, maybe one day, you know, I might be a doctor or a lawyer. And happenstance, it didn't turn out so well. Life just throw him a curveball and just threw me into the acting and the dramatic arts field.
Now, what was actually your first gig that got you actually really motivated to like do this?
Oh, wow. Actually, in grade school, I was involved in, you know, small little plays and such and so forth. So, again, not having any kind of clue or idea that I was going to be doing this in life, you know, I said, what the heck, you know, I did it. Turned out rather well. I still had aspirations of being, you know, a white-collar type of worker, you know, instead of your average Joe or whatever. And, something caught my eye on the radio as most aspiring people here on radio, TV advertisements. Hey, you know, if so-and-so can do it, you can do it too, and you can be it, and you can be it. So I kind of fell into it, and, you know, through a little bit of work and a lot of perseverance in a couple of letdowns, you know, just led me to the Johnny P. Show.
Oh, thank you so much. Oh, God. But listen, you look like a rock star. And I heard you're a real straight shooter in the business. You know, the music, entertainment, acting. You don't have any vices, really, right?
Nope. Proud to say I don't drink, don't smoke. I've never done a drug in life, which is not to say I come down on anybody for doing so. You know, everybody has his own life or whatever, but I just found out it works better for me.
Who has influenced your art?
Wow, so many different people. Taking it from the greatest of all time, in my opinion, Al Pacino. He's one of the greatest for me. You know, I love Al Pacino. Then going to my personal Latin roots, Rita Moreno. We have Alfred Molina. We have the late great Raul Julia. So I mean, it's a lot of different people, you know, that you know, really inspire me. So you know, I can only hope to just be half as good as them. I'll be happy.
Definitely.
So
Oz.
Oz. Oh, come on. Tell us about that.
That was
so
a great
critically
show.
acclaimed.
Oz was an experience. My first impression when I was told I was going to be working on Oz, I was, okay, they're casting the Wizard of Oz, so what am I going to be, a monkey boy, one of the flying monkey boys?
Right.
Like that, you know, I had no idea what I would be playing on, you know, the Wizard of Oz. Turns out that Oz was an experimental series that HBO greenlighted, and it was based on a lot of the stuff that was going on in prisons and such and so forth. And the creator of the show, Tom Fontana, basically decided to write a show revolving all the stuff that goes around in jail and surrounding jail. So when I first stepped on the set, and I says, okay.
You're not in Kansas
I'm
anymore.
not in Kansas anymore. Yeah, definitely. So it was definitely a nice awakening to a great run.
And you had a lot of great actors in that made it to like other parts of the business later on.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. I mean, we have a lot of guys that went on to go into bigger and better things, different projects and stuff. I mean, all mainstream TV. So, yeah, it was a good stepping, point for a lot of the talent now on TV and films.
You still keep in touch with any of the cats on the show?
Yeah, actually I do. I mean, when you're on the show for as many years as Oz ran, you develop a camaraderie and a friendship with your fellow actors, and they're not just so-and-so and so-and-so, the killer, the rapist, the convict. I mean, they're your friends. They're people who have families, sisters, brothers, wives, children, and such and so forth. So, yeah, I mean, we were a bunch of surly types on the show, but when at the end of the day, everybody went home to their family. So a lot of great guys on that show.
Very cool. Now listen, what are your upcoming projects? I know you got some stuff happening.
Yeah, I recently completed work for a band called High on Fire, who's a great and up-and-coming band. Their first single is called Frosthammer, and I actually got to work on the CGI portion of the video. Nice. So it's going to be a real interesting piece. I got to go retrieve a Frosthammer from this mythical land. It's going to be all the bells and whistles attached to it. I just completed a couple of indie projects as well, and for Good Friday, April 2nd, coming up.
Yep.
Johnny's used to seeing me a little bit more clean cut, but I guess I should explain the beard to Johnny. But this is I'm growing this out for my local community. We have a big cathedral, St. John's Cathedral in Patterson, and they put on the Passion Play, as a lot of religious institutes or churches do. And so I'll be playing the part of Jesus, for the procession this year. And so,
nice.
I'm really excited about that. Yeah. Hence the beard.
I was going to say, I was going to lend you my razor. I got it.
You're going to need a weed whacker for this thing, right?
I'm just teasing. Now listen, we got a rolling. What did you bring us?
This might be my untimely demise on that popular show, Oz, that we were talking about.
Cool.
So if you have a weak stomach, watch out.
All right, Artie. Let's roll it.
What you talking to Redding for?
I asked to borrow some detergent.
Yeah? Well, we haven't forgotten that you shanked Carlo Ricardo.
So?
When Chico Guerra gets out of the hospital, hear me, I'm gonna fuck you up.
Why Rita gets out chicken shit? Come on, baby. I ain't got nothing, man. Nothing to lose, nothing to gain. Let's do this, punto.
Probably worse than it sounded.
That was sick. Now listen, let me ask you a question. Being in that, did it pretty much had a real jail vibe? Was that a real jail or was it a set?
You know what? For the first year, a lot of people actually thought it was a documentary. I mean, a lot of people really didn't know it was an HBO, program. I mean, many years previous to that, everybody's familiar with Scared Straight, or those that are older would know Scared Straight. Remember?
Of course.
So, for the first year, people thought, "Oh man, this is crazy," or whatever. And then they would see us out in public, like, "I just saw you in jail. What are you doing out here?" No, we would tell them, "No, look, it's not a real jail. It's the mythical land of Oz. This was actually shot in Midtown Manhattan for the first 4 or 5 years, and then they moved over to Bayonne, New Jersey."
So it was a set?
Yeah, set,
Wow.
soundstage,
Really?
everything. Yeah. So I mean, but the construction crew, I mean, wow, they were
Amazing.
Just, insane. When it came down to that set, it was just they spared no expense or detail, because it was an awesome set.
Great. I mean, that's going to go down in history.
Yeah, I agree.
So now listen, what's your website where your fans, your friends, your family, our new guests could get in touch with you?
Speaking about fans and friends, I want to shout out to Michael and Sandy and everybody out in the studio here.
right,
Thanks
cool.
for coming out. Supporting. You guys can Google me. I have a Facebook. I have a MySpace. Google me, Jose Hernandez Jr. I'm not too hard to find. This mug is pretty recognizable, so you see me and spot me anywhere.
Exactly. Well, listen, it was a pleasure for you to come on. Thank you for
Same here.
coming on.
Thank
I
you
definitely
so
see
much.
you.
Thank you.
I see you at the Chiller
Great to
Expo.
meet you.
Yeah, that's right. We got Chiller coming up as well. So.
Sit down.